looking at images of Arvind Kejriwal, the Delhi Chief Minister, just stepping out of the polling booth. He's at the civil lines polling booth. He's coming out with his family members, his wife Sunita Kejriwal as well, where he's cast his vote and is expected to speak to the media. So we're waiting for him if he does give a word right after casting his vote. Let's stay on this visual, live images coming in. All right, Arvind Kejriwal doesn't seem like he's going to be speaking to the media there, waiting right from the morning to catch him casting his vote. He refuses to speak to the media. He's making his way out, but he is with his family members. And he's, of course, at this point, accompanied by his wife, Sunita Kejriwal, his parents, who seem to be fairly aged. Arvind Kejriwal was seen a little earlier holding their hands and taking them to the polling station at civil lines. Professor Badrinath, who is a senior political analyst, also joins me. He's from our Noida studios. He's giving us a sense of what we see in the sixth phase of voting. Professor, Arvind Kejriwal with his family members casting his vote today. It's interesting that he's come with his family members and he refuses to speak to the media. He's at this point focused entirely around Aam Aadmi Party collectively gaining with the India Alliance, yes, but gaining this Lok Sabha elections of 2024. It means a lot. I'd like to get your sense on how important is this Lok Sabha election for the AAP and Kejriwal himself.
Nabila, what I saw on your screen, the body language of Kejriwal, he seems a bit down, and he's not looking in that way very enthusiastic in entire his body language. First thing is this. Second thing is that this coming with the family is a good message, and Rahul Gandhi did, and also Arvind Kejriwal is doing. So that may give the message. And your question about, you have raised two questions. One question is, what is whether the AAP and Congress can work together to attain success in this election? Or I think this question I see, there are contradictions at the grassroots between the voters of these two parties. And they have to involve a chemistry. I don't know how much they have involved, but we have already observed the contradictions. And then one can, your last question about what this election matters for the AAP. Actually, this election matters a lot for the AAP because AAP want to come out from the state level politics to the national politics. And Arvind Kejriwal has a mission also. Yeah. And for that, he has to perform well in Delhi and Punjab and Haryana. If he does well in the state,
महंगाई के खिलाफ, बेरोजगारी के खिलाफ डाला है और मैं जनता से सभी लोगों से वोटर से अपील करना चाहता हूँ कि गर्मी बहुत है फिर भी घर में ना बैठें वोट जरूर डालें अपने मत का अधिकार जरूर इस्तेमाल करें और तानाशाही के खिलाफ क्या कहेंगे मैं समझता हूँ कि बहुत भारी संख्या में लोग तानाशाही महंगाई और बेरोजगारी के खिलाफ
हो गया चलो हो गया तो क्या रह गया
All right, that was the Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal appealing to voters that it is hot, please come out and vote. And I can really corroborate his claims. It's super hot. I'm at the Vijay Chowk area along the Parliament premises. And believe me, it's really, really hot. The steam that I could feel here, I feel like almost the sun there kept a straw right on my head. So please hydrate yourself and ensure you get out there and vote. No excuses. This is a day that you help shape this country. It is the largest democracy in the world, and please celebrate it in the best way you can, and that is to begin with vote. Let me cut across to Rashid Kidwai also, who's joining us from the studio. He's in fact at our Noida studios giving us more on the sixth phase of polling. Rashid Kidwai, I heard Professor Badrinath say that Arvind Kejriwal's body language doesn't seem so upbeat. Do you also believe the same, that Arvind Kejriwal is not in the highest of spirits? We saw got embroiled in this Swati Maliwal assault controversy, which legally is still being pursued. But Arvind Kejriwal has said this is just a way to target him by the BJP. He won't be deterred. How would you read the situation?
Oh, they showed that picture, but
voice.
But I hope it's a girl this time.
Rashid Kidwai, if you can hear me, sir. All right, we seem to have an audio issue. Well, let me quickly cut across to Amit Bharadwaj. I'm going to come back to Rashid Kidwai in a bit. But Amit Bharadwaj, are you with me? Arvind Kejriwal has just come out and spoken to the media. He's urged Delhiites to cast your vote today. It's important. He also did address the heat wave. We know the IMD has issued a yellow alert of temperatures in the national capital touching to nearly 44 degrees. But that shouldn't be the excuse, isn't it?
True, Nabila, that shouldn't be an excuse. I came out in the morning not only as a reporter but also as a voter of the national capital, cast my vote quite early in the day itself when the polling started in the national capital. But there's no denial that it's super hot in the national capital and so in the NCR region. You know, if you step out of your homes to cast your vote, this is the biggest responsibility as a voter in any democracy, and India being the biggest democracy of the world. But we would certainly request the voters as well to, have all the precautions possible because the heat wave is there, yellow alert is there, and while standing and covering the elections, you and I both can feel the kind of, impact that this high temperature is having on everybody who's deployed in the election duty in one or the other way. And because of that, why, netas who are coming out to vote, cast their vote, they are specifically focusing on the appeal that please come out to vote, please ensure that you vote. We understand that it's super hot out there, the heat wave is there, but do carry out the responsibility. These appeals are also coming due to the fact that the voting turnout in the national capital is really slow. It's moving at a snail speed, and it seems like that temperature, the heat wave is showing its largest impact on the elections. Also in the like other phases, the impact seems to be even bigger in the Delhi NCR region, because it's not just Delhi but also Gurgaon and Faridabad which is going for vote today, and other seats of Haryana. But Delhi seems to be moving at really snail speed, which must be concerning the politicians, including Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP.